9 years old, I was accidentally shot in the back of the neck by a 14-year-old boy. The bullet from the .22 rifle entered the back of my neck, severing my spinal cord between C5 and C6. So basically my movement is from my chest up. You have these vicious cycles of, having a spinal cord injury being your primary, and you have secondary conditions, and then you just have this vicious cycle of having these conditions and having medication, and it just keeps happening and happening. And they put me in the hospital there in Nebraska for a month. They put in a feeding tube. So I was bedbound, still on narcotics, had a feeding tube put in.
Without being overly dramatic, when you're down to 59 pounds at age 19, that's severely malnourished, and you can't get much lower weight than that and still be alive. So she was seriously ill, and I was afraid that if we didn't find out what was wrong and have her gain some weight back, she would die.
Right after I got out of the hospital, I started doing the integrative therapies, and they were helping. It was like as if my body took this big breath of air, like finally, and like, ah. And it was just amazing to feel the clarity. There was no pain in that moment, and I just got really, really excited. And to this day, I will always give credit to integrative therapies for saving my life. I am here because of integrative therapies.
The Chanda Plan serves people with physical disabilities ranging from 2 years of age to 80 years of age, helping them access the different types of treatment that right now they are not able to access.
Medicaid is their insurance company, and they don't fund integrative therapies.
For the most part, people with severe disabilities who are on SSI or a similar type of benefit are low income. Oftentimes their rent is more than their total income.
There's been a lot of research around alternative treatment, and it's evidence-based. And so those areas have been shown to improve flexibility, functionality, and quality of life.
In addition to direct symptom control, like less pain, better sleep, and more flexibility and things like that, I think another benefit that maybe we don't talk about as much is the sense of control that it can give the person with a disability.
We had a daughter who was born in 1991 and was diagnosed in 1992 with Tay-Sachs disease, which is a genetic metabolic disease, and it's always fatal. And because I'm a nurse and an acupuncturist, we wanted everything to be natural. So she actually, although she died in 1995, we believe that her life was very comfortable because of the alternative medicine that we used.
And she did far better than we ever expected.
Our daughter's acupuncture wasn't paid for by our insurance, and probably one night in the hospital would have covered all the acupuncture and herbs that we paid for.
The Chanda Plan Foundation has 3 programs. Our first one is the Quality of Life program, and this is where individuals with physical disabilities get to access the integrative therapies. Funding just goes directly through the Chanda Plan Foundation and to the provider.
My primary condition is hydrocephalus, brought about by a brain injury somewhere between birth and 7 months. So I was one of the first recipients of a grant to go and check out the Chanda Plan. It's full body massage. And I can't explain it. It's cheap. But it works.
We work with different populations, providing different types of adaptive classes.
Like after yoga, I feel great. Like right now, I just did a yoga session and I feel incredible. I don't have any pain whatsoever, at all. I was riding a horse and the horse reared up and fell on top of me. I was instantly paralyzed. I was always nauseous, I was constantly in pain. So once I started seeing the acupuncturist, she was just like, oh, well, this muscle's tight, so stretch this. Because of the Chanda Plan, the consistency of the yoga and the acupuncture allows me to be more active within my daily life.
Well, for the state of Colorado, when we have healthy people, we have a healthy state. And so massage therapy, chiropractic care, and acupuncture were the 3 areas we focused in on. And so that's what our waiver is about. Can we please prove to you that this pilot program, that this is going to make a big difference?
But until Medicaid funds these treatments, there are a lot of people that need access to these integrative therapies. And that's why the Chanda Plan Foundation exists.
I began having seizures several times a day. I didn't want to go on any medications usually used to treat seizures. I receive acupuncture twice a week and herbs 3 times a day, although I wish the herbs were once a week because they taste like dirt. Although if I had a hot man to serve them to me, I might change my mind. I went from having 4 to 5 seizures a day to having very short ones every few weeks. The treatments also helped my scoliosis and my back pain.
We've gotten away from the core value of what wellness and healthcare is all about.
Hopefully in time, insurance companies, Medicaid will realize that alternative medicine will save them money if money is the bottom line, but I don't think we're there yet.
By contributing to the Chanda Plan Foundation, you are at the grassroots of healthcare reform.
I want to encourage everybody to give. I want everybody to give from where they can give, whether it's small or if it's large, or if it's an in-kind, or if it's volunteering their time. I hope that you'll get involved.
My treatments have made me healthier, helped me to manage the stress that comes from having a disability, and helped me stay strong and sassy.
This is the right direction for me. Everything just seems to be adding to it. And when the Chanda Plan hit, I just went, that's amazing.
That's like a sign of hope in a way. Like when you experience something like that really helps you and you can't afford it and you have no means to obtain it, but like a nonprofit organization comes along and provides it for you, it makes your life that much better. And without it, like, I don't know where I would be. I think it would just be this dark place, this dark, lost place.
Thank you, Chanda, and everyone who supports this program.